All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here on a Friday, and today I'm feeling really privileged to get to take a look at this prototype watch from Second Hour Watches. Second Hour Watches is out of Australia and designed and founded by the gentleman by the name of Peter Sargentson. Peter reached out to me this last August. I was actually on vacation in Philadelphia, staying downtown at the Cambria Hotel, just having a really good time, and it was funny. One evening, Peter reached out to me asking about the channel, how I do my videos, whether I charge, whether I need to keep a watch that's sent out to me. And it was a good discussion, and also to let any other manufacturers out there know, I don't need to keep a watch that you send in. I also do not charge for my videos. All I ask is that that manufacturer covers the shipping of the watch to and fro, whether that's from me back to them or from me to another reviewer. So I don't think that's asking too much. Keeps the money from coming out of my pocket. But really great design here on this watch. Peter's really taken the time to look for the best parts, the best services he can find as far as watch manufacturing goes, and it really shows in the design of this watch. He's looking for feedback in these videos, guys, in these kind of overviews of this prototype watch. So if you do have any feedback, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments so we can hear a little bit more about it. As I show you the watch, I will also explain some of the changes that they plan to make on this watch, as this is, like I said, the prototype watch here. But let's go ahead and bring it up here in front of the camera and take a closer look at the watch in hand. Now, this is the blue dial version, this beautiful, almost pastel blue, and it does have a sandy textured finish to it. A little bit hard to pick up here in the light, but as we bring it in closer, we should be able to capture that. Now, amazingly good dimensions on this watch. You have a 41.5 millimeter case from side to side, 49 lug tip to lug tip. I measured the thickness coming in just over 13 millimeters, so a good thickness there. You have a 22 millimeter lug opening on the watch on the bracelet, tapering down to 18 at the clasp. Very well done watch here, as you guys can tell. Now, bring it up here a little bit closer so we can really take a look at the dial, which is one of the most special parts of the watch. Now you can see you have the 60-minute track there all the way around the outside for the seconds. You also have the applied indices on the watch. You have these triangular shaped indices at the 12, the 4, and the 8 position, which is a really neat effect. And we do have a date window over here, just barely covered up by that second hand, but at the 3 o'clock position. One of the really cool features on the watch, and you guys can see it up there on that second hour, the logo itself, is this is an embossed style, a really nicely embossed style. So you get that neat 3D effect on the letters and the numbers on the watch. Really neat the way they did that. Pop of red on that second hand sweeping around there, sweeping smoothly because this watch is running the Swiss-made Sellita SW200 26 joule high beat movement, runs at 28,800 vibrations per hour. You get that date window also, like I said, at 3 o'clock with this movement. So nice baton-style hands, as you can see, split there in the middle. Thick application of BGW9 Super Luminova on this watch. Stick around to the end. We'll go out the Lume shot as well. Ceramic bezel insert on this watch. The bezel itself is 120 click. Now, as you guys can see, the finish on the ceramic bezel insert is bright and shiny. They do plan to brush that up on the full production models to cut down on the amount of glare on the watch. Now, it does have also, what I'll show you is a domed sapphire crystal. They're talking about turning that into a flat sapphire crystal to cut down the reflections also. Let me know down in the description below, guys, what you think about those two changes, whether they should go that direction or maybe stick with the domed sapphire crystal. Really well done watch. The case size at 41.5 wears super well. I really like that. We'll get it here on the wrist in a second. I wanted to tell you another thing, a plan that is in the works. Now, as you can see on those triangular shaped indices, they have the cut, the squared off edges, straight down cuts. And you can see on the round indices, they're rounded all the way down to the dial. They're talking about taking the round indices and giving them that straight cut that they have on the triangular indices. And I think that would add a little bit more dimension to the dial, probably make those round indices pop just a little bit more. But again, let me know what you think of that, down below in the description. I love the custom counterbalance there on the second hand. It looks really cool going around there. The case finishing on this one is all brushing, as you can see on the case, all the way around. That includes the top of the lugs. The case back itself is bead blasted, but they are saying that they are going to polish the case back on the production models. You can see the gin clear there on the back. That turtle logo, Peter actually did that himself, came up with that engraving, and it looks really cool. Nice work, Peter. You can see the solid in-link assembly on the bracelet. He says they are looking to improve that head spacing where it meets the watch head itself. A little bit of a gap there, but it's really tight and it works really, really well. The bracelet itself is done extremely well. Screw links on this bracelet. Let me show you here from the side. Show you guys the big screws going through there. They do plan on doing some chamfering to the edge of the bracelet. I'm sure it'll kind of match the clasp assembly here. You can see this polished edge, so I think they're going to plan on cutting down the edge there and polishing that up a bit. The clasp assembly itself is absolutely well done. Very nice. Now, this particular one does not have a diver's extension on it. I'm not sure if that's something they're going to do in the future, but plenty of links here for a big wrist. I think it's no problem getting this on an 8-inch wrist, and you do have a lot of micro adjusting on this watch, which is also a very, very nice touch. So guys, retail price on this watch, when they come out on Kickstarter, the first 70 to back this watch are going to get it for $385 US. Now that's a really, really good deal considering the movement in this watch, considering all the great features this watch has on it. And after that, I think they're going to go up to $575 US for the regular price of the watch. And really, with what you get, you could expect to pay twice that amount of money for a watch of this caliber. So let me go ahead and pause it, get this watch on my 7-inch wrist, and stick around for the Lume shot. All right, so there it is, guys. The 41.5 millimeter case really fits my wrist well. Now, I don't have the bracelet adjusted to my wrist, but I'll give you a look. See there? I have a 7-inch wrist, so I think this is going to fit pretty much anyone out there that wants to pick one up. There's a lot of meat, a lot of bracelet there to work with. Great, great looking watch. Now, guys, I'm going to go out with the Lume shot, and something I haven't done for a while is the Batcave Lume shot. Mr. Ray, Mr. Quintanilla, thank you for reminding me about that. Let's go ahead and use this watch and do the Batcave Lume shot. Now, I'll tell you, it's got really good lume, but Peter did mention to me that they're going to actually improve the lume on the bezel insert. But let's see what we got to work with now. All right, so here we are with the watch out here in the bright sunlight. Get a lot of that sun there on that dial. I think you guys can actually get a better look at the dial too there in the sunlight, but let's go ahead and see what this one looks like in the dark. All right, so as you guys can see, bringing it into the Batcave, it is a bright, bright, shiny watch. I can't imagine how much more you're going to improve the lume on the watch, Peter. It looks really, really nice. So, all right, guys, that's it. The second hour watches, Gin Clear Diver. Really, really neat watch. Thank you, Peter, for letting me check this out, guys. If you've liked the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.